I believe the children are our future.
And a huge shout out to the After Show But Later.
What up, everybody? It's the After Show But Later. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is D. This is El Kukui, and we like to get this shit started by bringing in our homie. His name is Baseline Trey. Let's go.
Just because it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul. Grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757.
Well, another one. I'm sorry, bro. I don't even mean to cut you off, but this one actually got me fired up, bro.
I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rich saying he can't bang Sarah after she started showing. Did you catch that?
Oh, I did. I did, dog. Fucking, okay. Do you know how long? This is how I know Rich isn't just speaking out of his ass. This is how I know Rich fucking really does feel this way. Jonathan and I, when we did the show long ass time ago together, we had the same conversation. And I remember talking to Jonathan, not even recording. Mm-hmm. We were talking, we were working and we're doing something. And he was like, dude, Rich talking about not wanting to fuck when his girl's pregnant is like some fucking juvenile shit. It's like some shit you say like when you're in high school where you're like, oh no, fuck that. I don't want to feel like I'm poking the baby or some stupid shit. You know how people say dumb shit like that when you're a kid?
Yeah, but let me ask you this, bro. Isn't half of the dude getting turned on? I mean, at least for me, maybe I only speak for myself, but half of being turned on is turning the girl on and watching her get turned on by what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, and if women are more horny when they're pregnant, that means they're more turned on when they're pregnant. Yeah. And you might be able to get away with some shit that if they weren't pregnant, you couldn't have got away with. And
wait, did you ever put a big toe in the butthole? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Never did no nasty shit like that ever, bro. No, never tongue punched the fart box. But
I said a big toe. I didn't say a tongue, but if you want to go there, all right, we'll go there as well.
Never licked the dookie blaster. But but what I'm saying though is like, I mean, it doesn't matter if Sarah's pregnant or not, because we've all seen, social media and whatnot. We know what Sarah looked like pregnant, and it wasn't like she was a hot mess. She's still pretty, right? Mm. So I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, Doug,
that. When she was pregnant, she was bad. All she had was a fucking belly, but she looked the same.
And haven't we all been horny, so horny at times where you would, especially as a youngster, right, growing up, you just fuck almost anything if you could, right? You don't even care. There are points in your life where your standards went totally out the window. So I'm just confused on how someone that he's raising a family with, how he can't be turned on enough by that person who's a pretty human being. And like she gets a little pot belly, bro. And you know what it is? It's because his wiener doesn't fit in no more. That belly gets in the way. She gets pregnant and Rich can't hit it no more.
Hey, didn't J-Rock say something about that?
I think
about when he was trying to put it in from behind that his shit didn't reach his girl or some shit.
Well, they better go see the dick doc on TikTok because he might be able to help him out.
There's a dick doc on TikTok?
Yeah, bro, the dick doc on TikTok. I've seen that guy a couple times and shit. Maybe we should share it to Rich and J-Rock's fucking socials.
Dog, I really need to get back on fucking TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok in I don't know how fucking long. Like I got on like 2 days ago. No, I got on today to check one of the videos and see how I was doing, but not fucking like I haven't scrolled through shit in fuck a minute, dog. I was getting hooked for a minute to where it was just but my shit was like, you know what though? See, my thing is I tried to control my algorithm. I don't know, just I got maybe it's because I'm fucking Mexican, but there was like a minute where it was showing me dudes doing construction and shit and like little fucking, Mexicans and shit, whatever, working. But I'm like, that's not why I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok to see some fucking cheeks and shit, right? So then what I have to do is I have to find a video with some cheeks and let that shit play a few times over and over while I go do some dishes. Because you know how
that's what you're doing.
So then you come back.
And the cheeks play over and over so you can do dishes, right? You're right.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do, because what you do is you let the algorithm catch on like, oh, this dude's watching this video over and over. So now when you switch, it's going to show you some more cheeks. If you're fucking watching Yahweh, then fucking all you're going to get is fucking Yahweh,
Hey, shout out Mito. I don't even have to watch that shit. He just sends it to me.
That's fucking funny. Half the shit I watch on TikTok is from you sending it to me.
Oh, yeah?
And you know what? I talked to you earlier today and I forgot to mention Covino on Tuesday's show. Bring up your catchphrase. He's all wash your butt, like El Kukui says. And then he goes, I think
shout out Covino.
Yeah, he was like, I think that's his catchphrase or something. Jeff is gay, Jeff is gay, Jeff is gay, Jeff is gay. A throwback for those that, fucking know. If you know, you know. And I want to know, dishwashers. Tell me, Doug, did you have them as a kid? Do you have them now? Have you ever liked them? Will you ever like them? The world wants to know, El Cucuy.
I've did about 50-50, or no, probably more no dishwasher than dishwasher. My mom never had one growing up. She preferred to hand wash all her shit. When she finally did get one, she never used it. So
were fucking dishwashers back in the day just like shitty or something? Because Doug, my mom always said growing up, she hated dishwashers because they didn't wash as good as we could wash, right? So was that like an older person thing where they were like, they thought that fucking it was a waste of money or some shit, or I don't know.
It had to be, because every business that uses dishes to make a profit does not pay people to wash them by hand. Restaurants don't have you hand wash fucking unless they're big dishes, but like the glasses, they're in a machine. The plates are in a machine. Silverware in a machine. So maybe back in the day, because my mom was kind of the same way. Mm-hmm. And me, I lived in a lot of apartments. I've rented a lot of spots, growing up and whatnot. I moved out at 19, and I rented, every 6 months to a year, I was moving. So for a long time, I moved. And so there were some pads that I moved into that didn't have them, but why would you not like them? I mean, worst case scenario, you buy the little Cascade fucking blue shit that gets rid of the spots and you pour it in the fucking thing.
Yeah. I've never, ever had a dishwasher, but I'm not opposed to it.
Ever?
I've never had a dishwasher. I've never lived in a house.
Poor guy.
I've never lived in a house growing up with a dishwasher. And everywhere I've lived as an adult on my own, never had a dishwasher, including the house I'm in now. And my house is decent, dog. I mean, it's not like a fucking shack. It's a decent house, but it doesn't have one.
My house in the east side of Fresno didn't have one. And I remodeled the kitchen and put one in. And I was glad when I did. Like, I'll wash dishes, I will, but it just takes longer, bro. Obviously, the machine does it for you. So like,
and then they were saying too, Covino and Rich were saying that, dog, you waste a shit ton more water when you're washing them by hand.
Well, I still get the food off, Mr. Peanut Butter Knife, because I don't want to put peanut butter knives in there. So like, even with mayonesa and fucking peanut butter or whatever, like I still rinse my shit before I throw it in the dishwasher, because
I'm straight, dog. So I eat female nessa.
I bet you do.
Oh, that's gross.
You do.
That
sounded like period blood, but
that's fucking gross. Okay, dog, that's not what I meant. Okay, anyway.
But even for the dishwasher, like I don't throw food on my plates in there and shit. Like I still give them a light, because there still is something to be said about what your mom and my mom did. Like they're not perfect. So like with anything, you got to set it up for success. So for me, it ain't hard for me to fucking run hot water and rinse my shit off before I leave it in the sink.
Biggest pet peeve is if somebody puts something in the sink, not with like a little bit of fucking hot sauce or something stuck to it because it's kind of dried up.
No, rinse it all off.
No. Listen, I can deal with that. I have had situations where people will put full on fucking a bowl with like food still in it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like Doug, like they were like, and I've been like, hey, what the fuck? Why can't you at least pour this shit out before you stick it in the fucking sink?
Because that's one thing I haven't had at every house is a fucking garbage disposal. And not everybody has one. And even if you do, it's still a bad habit. Don't be throwing fucking solids down your shit. That's what's going to clog your shit up, dude.
Yeah. And I've never had a garbage disposal, but see what would irritate me is then when I would go to do the dishes, I'm scraping shit out into the fucking trash and fucking, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, and then if it's kind of like,
they don't wash their butt either because they don't wash their plate.
Doug, Rich said he'll reuse a fucking paper plate. When you're reusing a fucking paper plate, you know what that is? That's your fucking plate now. That's not a paper plate. I don't care if it's styrofoam. I don't care if it's fucking paper, if it's fucking whatever. If you're reusing a paper plate, it's a fucking
I need clarification, bro. Is he reusing it like he went for seconds at the barbecue and he's using the same plate instead of getting a freshie?
No.
Or like he's wiping that shit off and using it later? He's
wiping it off and using it later, because what his comment was, if he makes a sandwich and then he eats a sandwich and he's done, he's like, he said he'll wipe it off or give it a little rinse and then use it for later. That's what you do with the normal fucking plate.
If you know why I can't do that?
If you're going to go through all that effort, why the fuck don't you just do that with your normal plate?
Save the trees, bro.
Exactly, right?
Right. No, and you know what the thing is too is that I don't want that fucker sitting on the counter until I eat for fucking 3 hours later. Like I'm good,
no shit. When he said that he does that, I'm like, well, how fucking long is he putting that? Like, now is he putting it away in his clean dishes?
Cabinet?
Is it fridge? Is it in a fucking cabinet? You know, is it drying in the fucking dry rack or whatever the fuck it is? You know, is he fucking, what's he doing with this fucking paper plate, dog? The whole point is to get it, use it, and get it the fuck out of your way. That's the whole fucking reason.
Side Poof Davis never fucking ceases to amaze me, bro.
No shit. And you know what I thought was even funnier was fucking Covino, or when Tommy mentioned Covino's hair, and he was like, bro,
it runs in the family,
he
bro.
He was like, could you imagine? He's like, you think my brother would have the kind of job he has without his hair? That would be that's not the funniest shit. Then he was like, you think he wouldn't have the chick he has without his hair? And it was so fucking funny because it makes me think that they are the same fucking person. And that Big Steve, shout out to Big Steve, is the same exact way too.
Oh, he's like, the leader of the pack, bro.
Hair,
my fucking hair, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think they got it from? We have good hair in the Covinos, you know.
We're not like Spot, no buzz cut, yeah.
Covino and Rich and Spot, they went to, I think Narzan's birthday in Vegas, right? So they had a little get together and shit, in Vegas, and a lot of people were butthurt because they didn't get invited or whatever. You know what you know what I think is fucking so cool, Doug, is that like I've met through the fucking show, which is fucking like you've become a fucking homie, like outside of the show, you know? Right. And like today I talked to Green Optimist for like 30 minutes on the phone on my lunch hour today. And I was thinking about it. I remember when I was laying tile
when I was laying pipe.
I remember laying tile at a job site bullshitting with Green Optimist and shit when I had a minute here and there. Mm-hmm. And the position I'm in right now, I've been working at this same position for, it'll be 4 years soon. So I was like, holy fuck, I've known Green Optimist for like 6 years like that. Like, I think it's dope as fuck that like the reason why a lot of people got mad is because Covino, Rich, and Spot were in Vegas, but there was a lot of Covino and Rich listeners there that had gotten together. But it's because, Doug, we've built these friendships and shit, you know? I think it's fucking dope that I could get together with you and Green Optimist and fucking Jason in Tampa and fucking Baseline Trey and fucking Joey. We can all kick it at the same pad, drink a little, smoke a little, do whatever, and have a good ass time. That's fucking, I think that is the coolest part about fucking Covino and Rich, because I think even when there's people that listen to different podcasts and comedians and they share similar interests, they don't fucking gather. It's very rare that you have people gather and become homies through a show.
For sure. No, absolutely. Because they build a bond. I think what they draw out is your true inner you. Like, forget how you grew up, forget the things that you like, even like they connect on a different level where it's just like all normal people. And we're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it almost, I don't know, man, it's hard to explain, but they connect people that normally wouldn't connect because they have that talent to bring out that energy. Yeah. Because it's an energy. They bring out an energy of the listener, right? You get into a vibe and into a mode when you're listening to Covino Rich. And I think we all share that because we don't have to agree, because God knows I hate it when they talk about baseball, but that doesn't mess up the show for me. You know what I mean? I might tune out for a minute or two while they're doing it, but like I still love Covino Rich show. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think most people can appreciate that. Even like when they get too raunchy, I think if you're not a rauncher and you're not a nasty like us, fucking
if you're not a nasty. One of the things that cracks me the fuck up is when Covino does his Fred Durst impression. You know, because everybody loves the Mike Tyson, right? Everybody loves the Rich Davis. Everybody loves the impressions that Covino does, Beavis and Butthead. But probably one of my favorite, top 3 at least, is when he does Fred Durst, because it makes me laugh so fucking hard to think of Fred Durst talking the way he talks, where he's like, yeah, or you know how he does like his chocolate starfish. Yeah. And to think about Fred Durst talking like that all the time in every scenario is the funniest fucking shit ever. Like I just picture him like in the stall, right? And somebody's knocking because they got to take a shit. And he's like, oh man, here. I feel like when it comes to like a comedian, that's what makes an impression fucking dope, is where they find something that people, you know, they find like a facial expression, or they find
just a little boy,
a catchphrase, right? They can't find something. and they make it their own, the impression their own, because anybody could do I get to the chopper shit, you know, like everybody thinks they can do Arnold, right?
California.
Exactly, right? But I just dropped like 50, right? Shout out to fucking Jason in Tampa. But everybody thinks they can do these impressions. What makes it truly unique is when you find something different. You find a different angle. And
Kurt Angle.
Getting the fucking, chocolate starfish just all day. Thinking, Doug, the funniest shit is to think about Fred Durst. Like,
think about Mike 525.
Think about Fred Durst, where they're like, hey, welcome to Starbucks. And he's like, let me get a venti iced coffee. Doug, that is the stupid.
I want to get a venti iced coffee, guys. Hold back on the almond milk.
I favorite kind of bait, click or master? Go ahead.
Power.
I don't get it.
Power bait, bro. You never fucking caught trout?
No. I don't think I've ever been fishing. I don't think so.
Really?
No. I never been hunting for fucking turkeys in the middle of November with a fucking bow and arrow either. There's a lot of shit I've never done. You know,
my pops fished, so I did go fishing with my pops.
My girl likes to fish, but I don't know.
Sharing a bed in Vegas, bro. You ever share a bed with your buddy in a motel?
No, I think one time, I would say the one time I shared a bed with my friend in high school. I stayed the night at his house. We didn't think anything of it, right? Stayed on his bed, and I didn't think anything of it until the next morning when his dad called us. He was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? You blankety blanks?" Because this is the early 2000s, so this is fucking everything flew back then. Everything was all right back then, right? To call us this and that.
Rich. So I'm gonna actually take his advice. Shout out Rich Davis. I know I don't always fucking give you credit for shit because quite frankly I don't agree with you most of the time. But on this one I did, and he said that fucking he always tries to set the tone when he goes on vacation. I know as soon as I get there, boy, I'm putting it down like fucking like the martillo, bro, like the hammer. Yeah. What do you think? When you go on vacation with your chick, do you try to set the tone and put it down before you do anything, or?
Nope.
No?
It's not like, to me, it's not a make or break the vacation. Like it'd be like, it's
really?
cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's not, fuck no, dog. If I okay. Like when we went, for my 30th birthday, we went to a Lakers game. And then after that, we went before the next day or whatever the fuck, we were in LA for a few days. We went, to the Grammy Museum, and I got to see fucking the Thriller jacket and fucking handwritten lyrics by fucking like Taylor Swift and some Katy Perry shit and Elvis's fucking shirt and all this kind of shit. That was fucking cool as fuck. Yeah. Tell me.
But wouldn't it be cooler if you just had the smile on your face that said, I just blasted off before I got here?
It would be. But if I didn't, it's not going to break my fucking vacation. I still had a good ass time at the Lakers, you know?
I guess what I'm asking is
I got to see the fucking Chick Hearn fucking statue in front of Staples, dog. That shit was dope.
Imagine if you got Roadhead on the way there.
That would have been cool. I'm not saying I don't like it. It would have been dope, but it wasn't going to make or break my fucking.
I wouldn't say make or break, but I think like for me, obviously if you're in Jamaica, don't you want to say you had sex in Jamaica? Like if you hit an island, don't you want to say that you fucking got faded and tore that shit up? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's the man boy in me. Maybe that's where I'm still immature. But I don't know. I always want to make sure I put it down. I don't ever want no one saying nothing bad about me. And I always want to make sure that, I don't know. It's still part of my deal. Maybe that's the man boy in me.
No, not really, Doug. I wouldn't say that. I just think it's everybody's different. Like, think about it, Doug. Like, fucking, when it comes to music, right? You're fucking NorCal fucking, you got your go-tos and shit. Like, who was it?
Yeah.
Who were you listening to before we started this shit? Messy Marv. Like that's your fucking wheelhouse, right?
Bonnie and Clyde,
right? And like you've said before, right? If I'm playing
sex, like
this morning, Doug, I was fucking listening to Led Zeppelin on the way to work. I was listening to Over the Hill, Far Away. I was listening to fucking Dire Maker and Going to California, just on my way to work, fucking, listening to some fucking shit. Like you've said, you're not going to fucking tell me to change it if we're fucking chilling, right?
Nah.
But you would prefer for me to be playing some Messy Marv, right?
No, not necessarily even prefer. No, so you do you.
Okay.
And when it's my turn at the station, I'll do me, and then we'll hear a mix.
Yeah, but I'm just saying is like when it comes like if you get down and shit before you start doing shit, that's cool. But if not, well, fucking, I guess like if you told me, hey, you're gonna die, fucking before you get home, then I would have regretted it. But I know there's gonna be other times, you know. So I don't know. I don't know, dog. Maybe I'm just too easygoing.
And the best way I can put the music thing is this, right? Husky Nipple is like the perfect DJ. Okay, so he usually runs the Bluetooth speaker at my job, and he does a fucking damn good job at it. Okay, he's great. I mean, he's got the mix of mixes on his shit. But I'd be lying to you that if when Mac Dre came on and they all started doing this shit, like on my TikToks that I post, that I didn't get a little happier that part of the day. Like, or he's got some, he's got some Keek the Sneak on Cetas, word. That's my word. I mean, it just feels a little different. But I don't ever complain when he's playing the other stuff. I rock to it. It's cool. It just didn't make my list. That ain't right. I can't put this in there, bro. Timestamp it. I'm going off too much.
A lot of real feelings got in there, Doug. Cut Johnny Depp.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Doug, what do you think about the Catch Me Outside girl making like $50 million?
I mean, dude, she's being provocative to do it. I mean, more power to her, right? Make your money. I'm not judging. I think there'd be something else to be said about. I think her story would be written a little bit different if it didn't involve nudity. And controversial shit. Like if she became a $50 million actress.
Well, is she showing them fucking tatties on OnlyFans or no? Because dudes are fucking scandalous. They'll pay for her fucking with clothes on because dudes are fucking stupid. So is she dropping the tatas out there, or is it fucking her?
I wouldn't know, but I'm assuming yes.
They said she made $25 million just by giving dudes personal messages.
Okay.
Like, hey, fucking happy birthday, Kukui. Fucking boom, $25 million.
I'm just saying, like, even with Kylie Jenner, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Kylie Jenner, but when she sold her company for $1 billion or whatever she sold the makeup for, there's like honor in that. And it's not that all money isn't good money, because all money is good money, but you're going to deal with more disrespect if you make it the way that Bad Bunny did. What's her name? Bad Bunny? Bad Baby?
Doug, Rich made the same fucking mistake. He called her Bad Bunny too.
Fuck it.
You and Rich, bunny. Doug, same person.
Little hop around Dickie.
Hey, you know what though? The thing is, I feel like it is a little, cooler when you do it like Kylie Jenner, right? Like Doug, like that's fucking this chick has like a freaking
sustainable that way.
And she's got a freaking
how many hot 40-year-old porn stars are out there, bro? You got to build for your future. Like that shit's not sustainable. You start getting wrinkles and shit, you're not making that kind of money. You're going to be at at City Lights in Fresno or Gold Diggers. Or Spice What Entertainment.
You know what though?
When they advertise your pic of you when you were 25 and now you're 45 and they don't let you in the door.
Yeah, that's fucking, I know a couple of them.
Yeah.
But
I know someone right here that wouldn't let you in the door. You never did that, bro, where they show up and they're not as advertised and you just turn them away?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're talking about like for your like life in life, right?
No, you never got strippers before and they showed up and shit and they were not like the picture, like catfishing before catfishing, and you just didn't let them in?
Got strippers, like had them come to your pad and shit?
Yeah. What fucking idiot pays all that money in the strip? I mean, I get it. It's cool. Fucking toss and make it rain. I learned when I was like 22.
No, but
before I go spend $100 in the titty bar for 15 minutes worth of time, I will spend $100 and my buddy can spend $100, and now we got her fucking for 2 hours.
Hey, more power to you, Doug.
Leroy the bouncer's not fucking hating when she starts grinding on you too much.
I feel you. I've never done that. I've never had
You never had strippers come to your house, bro?
I have, but like.
Shout out Columbo. There was a time we caught Mustafa stealing from me and Ed's, and like the way he tried to make up for it was he would get strippers every week, dude. Like we were single, we had our own pad, and bro, it was like every week there was like a stripper or two at our pad.
But not for like work shit. They were friends. So, I mean, technically, but not on the clock coming to the pad.
Let me ask you this. So you and a group of buddies never got together and said, hey, you guys want to pitch in and get a stripper?
No.
and everyone kick in 20 or 30 bucks, and before you know it, fucking Bad Bunny's over there. Or Bad Baby.
Bad Bunny. I'm going to title this episode Bad Bunny and put a picture of the fucking Catch Me Outside girl.
I mean, yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, you guys have never done that? I'll tell you, since we talk about hood rat tales, I remember, shout out Mito, shout out Bo. I remember there was this dude in the neighborhood, and his mom was gone. She used to be in the Air Force and be gone for a couple weeks at a time. And I remember one time we rented a stripper. It was like Spice One Entertainment.
We rented a stripper.
Yeah, bro, that's what you call it. You call and they fucking send them to your pad, bro.
It's like 90s. You grabbed, we rented a Xbox game from fucking Hollywood Video. We rented a stripper and we bought a couple of pizzas. That's the funniest shit to me.
So we got a stripper, and I remember she went to this cat's house, but there were a couple other people over there that had a big mouth. And some homies lived across the street. Before you knew it, fucking they told the homies. We had like 30 people over there, and the stripper got scared. She pulled up, and there was like 30 people outside. She's like, I'm not coming in. Because they had one bouncer. We had like 30 vatos outside. She's like, no, it's not going down. So we held a little secret meeting, the motherfuckers that paid. And I fucking said, hey, my parents got a motorhome outside of my fucking house. We're going to go meet at the motorhome. And sure enough, bro, fucking we went in that motorhome, the 6 of us that fucking paid, let the stripper in, and she did her dance on fucking all of us in the motorhome.
That is fucking funny. Well, that's a fucking story, Doug. That's something that I'm like over that phase of my life.
Oh, me too.
But I'm just saying it's something I'll never experience because that's fucking funny.
I was 18. That shit was dope, bro. We used to always do that. So like we would get strippers all the time.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Shout out to the single moms.
And shit.
So how does that feel, bro?
What?
Now that fucking this shit just done disappeared.
Yeah.
Do you worry about any of the shit they put into you, or were they telling the even truth? Because none of the shit that they said happened. Like, we didn't reach 70% herd immunity. It still fucking went away. Now what happens to all the people that got the shot?
Nah, well, I don't know. But we're all going to grow tails and shit. You know what I did hear, though?
6.6 out of 10 are.
I heard that when it came to the people that lost smell and
I think I got
taste,
COVID. I like Covino.
When people lost the sense of smell and taste, apparently it's attributed to like fucking brain damage. And you know what, Doug? I fucking
Dane Bramage.
And ever since COVID, my memory is not what it used to be. Doug, there's lyrics to songs that I knew like the back of my hand where I would just blank and I won't know the fucking song. There's so many times, like I think I told you right after I got back to the office after I had COVID, I was trying to email somebody and I couldn't remember their fucking name. Right. And that shit is still fucking happening to not to where like I'm not remembering people's names, but I am very fucking forgetful. And I do see it as it really could be brain damage, Doug, because I don't know if this shit will ever go away. I don't attribute that to the fucking vaccine. I think that's actually the COVID that did that. So I don't know what happened with the vaccine or what, but I guess only time will tell, you know?
For sure. No, I tried to hold tough, and if it didn't go away this quick, who knows?
Never mind. That was a New Kids on the Block reference. Hang tough.
I do know who they are.
You do know who they are.
Yeah, I do. A little
bit.
COVID damage.
That was a little before my time, so I don't really know them. I just know the references.
Why'd you have their posters in?
Cause Doug, Joey McIntyre. I remember Joey McIntyre came out with the song when I was in 6th grade called
Bro, see, you already know more than I do. You don't even have to go any farther, bro. I don't even know who Joey McIntyre is, let alone the song that he had.
He had a song.
I just know the guy with the big old fucking pop. I remember the dude that walked in the front.
You were someone else. The only fucking single he ever released. And then Jordan Knight actually had a song, I think, called "Give It to You."
That's
and in the video,
pompadour, right?
Yeah, he did have a pompadour. Good job, Doug. Look at you.
I remember that.
And then Jordan Knight had a video. I think it was called "Give It to You" or some shit like that. And in the song, the choreographer Darren Henson is right next to him in the video. Some black dude. He's the one who choreographed fucking "Bye Bye Bye" as well.
Well, I prefer Michael Jordan and fucking Knight Rider.
Jordan. Okay. So fucking Kit. Right? Is that right? Am I on? All right. I've never seen it, but I've heard the reference. I could hang.
Oh, yeah.
I think I could hang.
Knight Rider, bro. Knight Rider. Some G
Knight
shit.
Rider. That's what I do.
That's what I used to do too, bro. We got Night Rider. Hey.
You know what though, Doug? I can't think of anything else. Is there anything? Oh, you know what? Somebody had told me that they heard that and thought it was the funniest shit ever. They were like, I heard this episode. Yeah, they were like, I heard this episode from every time you would say Doug, they're Kukui would go, So
I got one last one. I told you the build up. I saved this one.
What is it? What is it? Big buildups with disappointing drops. I like big buildups with disappointing. Do you remember Covino and Richie's play that shit all the time?
No, you'd have to play it for me.
Oh.
Nah, if you're a chick, what if she did the Snapchat shit and she's like, she called you and she said, Daniel, get on FaceTime and put your phone where a pillow where I can see your hands. And she demanded that you gave her your Snapchat password. Like,
all right, I'll tell you what I would do. And in the past, we've had a similar conversation and you've told me, because I'm like, fuck. Oh, like if she says, do this. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to do it because you're trying to make me to see if I'm your fucking bitch, right? And you've been like, but it takes more energy to do that than to do whatever the fuck she's asking, right? So I know I'd say, fuck that shit. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Like, are you being fucking serious right now? I know I would start some shit, right? But going off of your logic, would you just do it to fucking shut her up? Or would you say, no, fuck that?
I think I would leave her, bro. Because the thing is that whether I did some shit or I didn't do some shit, and if I was in a committed relationship, I'm not doing no shit. Like, I'm not a fucking scumbag. If I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not doing no dirty shit, because what's the point of getting into the relationship if you're going to be a scumbag? Right? And I'm mature enough to know that the hot chicks will still hit on you later. You ain't got to feel like you're going to miss an opportunity. So like, I'm a loyal, faithful dude. If I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not acting up. So if I'm in a committed relationship and that chick is trying to tell me that I have to give her my password or whatever this girl did, I'm going to say, check it out. I'm going to do it, but we're done. I just want you to open it up so you can see that you ruined this relationship out of your own insecurity. Damn. So I would do it. I would do it. Absolutely, I would do it. But I'd be done, because I'm not going to be in a relationship where someone's trying to punk me because of their own insecurities, because that unhappiness starts to fuck with my happiness. And every time she gets a wild hair up her ass, listen, man, you teach people how to treat you by the shit you will allow in your life. And if you do that one time, you think that's the end of it? Exactly. Every time she feeling a certain type of way, she's going to get you to do something to prove your loyalty. And if I got to prove my loyalty by anything other than motherfucker just being loyal, you ain't the one for me.
100%. And you know what? I think, Doug, you make a great point. I don't know. It would have to depend for me to really know if I was going to call it quits because of that. But I don't fucking hate you for doing it, because
Well, even me and Augustina, we ain't even technically together right now, right? But even when we were, she has never asked me to do some shit like that. She has always given me respect and the benefit of the doubt. And she has never asked me to show her this or show her that or whatnot. I mean, she's never done that, dude. And I've never done that to her. And I just, when you're in a relationship like that, trust is crucial, bro. And trust is like the most important part of keeping a relationship like that going.
For sure.
And when someone does that to you, motherfucker, they're saying, I don't trust you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel you.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, what have I been doing this whole time if you don't trust me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do, bro. I'm not going to be with someone like that. That's just not where I'm at in my life. But I think I would open it up. And like I said, there wouldn't be nothing there to begin with. So I would open it up and say, all right, you made your choice. Peace.
Yep. And like Rich would say, and on that note, I think it's time for us to fucking call it a day, Doug. Do you have fucking baseline tray ready to get us out this motherfucker? Because
baseline tray, the 757.
Kennedy was singing that song the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll see you guys in episode number 127. It's your boys D. El Kakui. El Kakui, you ready to bring your baseline tray?
Hell yeah, bring that shit in.
Let's bring him in.
On the road to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for for the journey. Let the music ease your soul. Grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757.
Nickel Nina.
Okay.